Okay, on the flip side of what I was just talking about how I've got all this creative energy all of a sudden and motivation, um, and less of a, now that I've got these things happening and these impulses to do things that are constructive, I'm feeling a lot less of the desire to drink, because I used to just be in a spiral where I would see drinking as the only way to have any fun. And all I would do in between each session of drinking is just pass the time with video games. But last couple of days I've barely played any video games, and I've just been working almost constantly on my channel. And I just realized that this is a brand new shirt that I just got today. I just realized I haven't taken the sticker off that says its size. Whoops. So anyway, now the flip side to that is a concern, is that for all I know this could just be a manic episode. But because mania is something that I've experienced in the past, and basically it's the opposite to depression, where you go into a state of delusional happiness, delusional joy, delusional creativity, and a delusional sense of self-performance. That's the way I've seen it in the past. And it's actually said to come as a stage towards... it's a stage that most normal people tend to go through after a certain amount of time not touching alcohol, and that it's unfortunately just part of the process. You will enter a state where you will be, delusionally happy, and hopefully that's not what this is. I had a friend that went through a manic episode before, and what happened was he started creating his own music, which was fine, and it was good that he was getting, whether or not the stuff that he was making was particularly good, everyone starts somewhere, and it was great that he actually used the motivation that he was getting out of this delusional sense of happiness and self-confidence. He started creating his own music, and he had this idea of creating a type of cable that had never been, at least he believed had never been created before. And I don't really know what the math was behind whatever idea that was, but it eventually got worse, and he eventually just dropped out of school, and I didn't really know the full details of what happened until quite a while later. Apparently he was just doing a lot of weird things, and I probably shouldn't talk about it too much more. For all I know, he wouldn't want me to. But yeah, hopefully that's not what I'm going through at the moment. And hopefully this motivation that I'm feeling to make these videos, I've actually, I've got about 2 weeks worth of video blogs already recorded and uploaded before I've even done this one. And I hope to use that as a motivation to just keep doing it. The more I video vlog, the more often, the more ahead I get. And, I could be 3 weeks ahead of when my last recorded video is due to be posted on YouTube, because there's quite a cool new feature where I can actually upload the video to YouTube and then tell it not to make it public until a certain date. That's something I've done with a video that's coming out on the 26th. It's only the 23rd today, but it will probably be into January by the time this particular vlog is up. Okay, what I can give myself permission to talk about is a manic experience that I had in the past. This was when I was in this city before the first time that I lost my home from the drinking and from a absolutely awful cockroach problem that I let get out of hand. I got kicked out of that place. That was the one where I was living with 7 other people in my own room. I got kicked out of there, and that sort of started the first homeless phase. So I had not sure why I brought that up. It happened before then. Basically, I was really behind on my Centrelink stuff. I had kind of given up on bothering with anything. And then I just had like this burst of energy. Like I did get kicked out eventually, but I was really, really close to getting kicked out then, because I was behind on stuff that I had to report to Centrelink, the weekly income reports and all that. Not that I was getting any income, but I was supposed to say so. And I had this really weird idea in my head. Now, I'm not going to say what it was. It's embarrassing. But it was delusional is the point. I had this idea in my head, something that was motivating me for no reason whatsoever, because it was completely, it was like something that I was expecting would happen if I got my crap together, which never did. It was delusional. It was a fairy tale. But it did cause me to go through that period of manic confidence, and I managed to get a lot of stuff done. Got like a whole list of stuff done, and was finally back to having a relatively normal life, and a lot of the things that was stressing me out and causing me to just drink, because the more in emotional debt that you get, the more of a sense of doom that you get, or at least I got. Often what happens is I'll start drinking when I'm, in a normal mood, even a pretty good mood, and then I will overdrink and end up by the end of that, I'll keep getting more to drink because I don't want the high to end. And then it's been a week and I've let all my obligations slip, and I'm in serious trouble. So I think, well, I'm doomed anyway. I'll just go and get more to drink because I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do. But there's been so many times that I've told myself that, and then when I eventually do stop drinking and start getting onto things, I do find some way to pull through. Often I'll call people and they will be understanding and give me extensions, and it's never as hopeless as I think usually. Kind of what happened with the inspection just recently. I did, drink, like a week before, thinking, oh, well, I've still got time. I can have a bit of fun. But then I ended up bedridden for 2 days, and then only had like 3 days left to get the apartment spotless, and stressed the crap out of me. Especially when I'm in a withdrawal state, physical withdrawal, I'm not able to work and earn like a little bit of extra money to get me over the hurdle. My mum's still not speaking to me, so I definitely can't ask her for any money. So it was all up to me. Had to do a little bit of work to get the money that I needed to get all kinds of different cleaning supplies, a lot of which was a waste because nothing worked on the toilet. So yeah. So maybe it's mania what I'm going through at the moment. Hopefully not. I guess I'll see how it plays out and see if I continue to still be feeling motivated by music, continue to feel like talking. I mean, I think that's a lot of what's improved my mood. I mean, whenever I go to a therapist, I have this limited time to try to say things and explain things. And I usually have to prioritize and not just sort of talk about what's coming to mind. I just don't feel like that had been working very well for me. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this. And I guess I'll see how it goes. So anyway, on to the next topic.